Morbid, you need to learn what doxing is. Nowhere in that video that Bree put up that I posted on my YouTube page had any doxing in it. Her name was scratched out. There was no address, no phone number, therefore no doxing. What she showed was public information. Okay? Secondly, as far as my cat's concerned, call them. Have at it. Have at it. You know what they're going to tell you? Well, you're way in California. She's clear across the country. Have you been at her house to see any abuse not feeding the cats? And you can't say that you have. They're not going to pay attention. They won't even come to the house. And even if they did, what are they going to see? The cat has shelter. It has water. And not only does it have food, it has food 24/7. And trying to say, oh, well, she smokes in the house. There's no law that says you can't smoke in the house if you have an animal. Grow brain. You're a joke. And you're not too smart. You saw the evidence. That alone, I would have thought you would have distanced yourself from her. She's a liar. And she's been lying. First of all, it doesn't matter. Her husband, her divorced husband, her estranged husband, divorced. If he was unfaithful to her or not, that's mute. Point is, she was divorced. Well, she's been telling people that she was a widow. She wasn't a widow. She was never a widow. He ran married. His second wife, she was the widow. Regardless of how he behaved. Okay? The state investigated her. They did find fault. 'Cause let me tell you something. Like if you looked at my CNA license, it's just going to say inactive. It means I retired from it, or I didn't bother to renew my. There it says inactive. You go to hers, it's going to say revoked. Why would it say revoked? Because the state of California revoked her license. She's not even supposed to put it up on social media. For 2 cents, I get hold of state of California school, their state board and stuff, send them the videos and what she's doing. What do you think is going to happen? She's going to be in trouble. Instead, you put her up on the video on your panel, feeling sorry for herself. It's pathetic. Totally pathetic. But oh, you say that me and Bree will sell the same cell? Isn't that a joke? No cops is going to knock on her door. They're going to say, hey, that's public record. It was public record.
This baby is just a nose at this point. It knows a lot.
Totally public record. So that's not doxing. It didn't have her phone number, and it didn't have her address on it. So how's that doxing? It isn't. But good luck with that. Fancy had nothing to do with it, hon. They did their own research. If you do the research, you're going to find the same thing. It was all public information. So therefore, it's not doxing. It didn't have her phone number on there or her address that was marked out. So she hasn't got a case. And they're going to tell her that. Nobody's knocking on anybody's door. You're backing a person who is basically a criminal who had her nursing license revoked. Misdemeanor, but it's still revoked by the state of California. It's a matter of public record. I mean, she could get in trouble because part of her sentence was she can't put it on social. She did. I wonder if it would be such a simple call to turn her in. You know that, right? I mean, we could call tomorrow the nursing board and the authorities to report her for what she's doing. Secondly, she's getting herself into trouble. Because she's going to have to show them. They're going to say, hey, why, okay, you had this conviction. Why you put it on social media? She's got to get herself into trouble. But she's dumb enough, isn't she?